No, when you sitting down with Jackie Christie and you start calling names and getting disrespectful, the same energy you give, you gonna receive.
I saw you the first, I was trying to what did I?
There was a time when a simple charity gala erupted into a shouting war, and at the heart of it stood Jackie Christie, the undisputed queen of drama. Her wild streak finally caught up with her, and now the verdict is in. Jackie, long known for her unpredictable stunts, has been officially sentenced, bringing a stunning pause to her reign of headline-making chaos. Hold tight, because this is not just gossip, it is scorching truth. From the flashy fights on Basketball Wives to the shocking silence of the courtroom, how did we get here? And perhaps the bigger question, has Jackie's wild chapter finally closed for good? Think secret audio leaks, dramatic gasps inside, the courtroom, and a decision so powerful it left fans questioning everything, even the loyalty of Doug Christie himself. And speaking of Doug, let us talk about the man who stood beside her all these years. Was he truly the quiet, supportive partner, or secretly pulling the strings in the background? Whispers from insiders claim this saga runs deeper than Jackie's extravagant false lashes. Is she planning her boldest comeback yet, straight from behind bars? Or is this the grand finale of reality television's most chaotic queen? Get your popcorn ready, because what follows will have you gasping out loud. Let us be honest. Jackie Christie was never short on drama. In truth, controversy practically shared the screen with her. She never just brushed up against trouble. She twirled on its edge for years like it was choreography. But this time around, Jackie did not just flirt with disaster. She embraced it, moved right in, and wore it like a badge. What began as soft whispers months ago had actually been murmuring for years. Clues had been hiding in plain sight, scattered across sketchy Twitter spirals, odd TikTok loops, and mysterious blind items buried in gossip blogs. The buzz kept building. Something major was brewing. Hints kept flying that Jackie had secrets stashed deep. But her wine-drenched dinner parties and those stormy, dramatic TV exits had all of us so hooked that we missed the clues. Only now do we realize those warnings were dead serious. This whole mess sparked at what looked like a glamorous Malibu gathering. Picture this: low-flying black helicopters, strange sealed envelopes, and a guest list so secretive, even Doug was left guessing. Sources close to the chaos now whisper, it was not just a flashy party. It was a well-crafted distraction, an attempt to cover up something massive, buried beneath all that sparkle and drama. And according to insiders, Jackie was at the center of it all. Everything took a darker twist when someone from Jackie's inner circle stepped into the shadows. We will call her Tasha, a former assistant guarding her identity, who revealed some jaw-dropping accusations. Through a chain of anonymous emails, she alleged Jackie was knee-deep in a money-funneling operation so tangled, even federal agencies struggled to track it. According to Tasha, Jackie moved not just thousands, but millions, using her nonprofit as the stage to cloak shady offshore transactions. Imagine a mafia flick, but dressed in red carpet glamour. Tasha reportedly wrote, "One moment we were awarding scholarships. Then the next, Jackie was transferring charitable funds to a suspicious account somewhere in the Cayman Islands." And the twist? Doug Christie, ever the shadowy background figure, was allegedly not just a passive observer. That part? Possibly the most unexpected piece of the entire puzzle. Doug, famously loyal on screen, always trailing Jackie by a few respectful steps, but off camera? Sources say he might have been several moves ahead. Insiders claim he was present at various charity events that seemed more about laundering cash, signing hush deals, and waving around flimsy NDAs. Oh, and that viral clip that mysteriously disappeared within hours of posting? A grainy security? Tape from Jackie's private estate surfaced on a gossip site, capturing Jackie mid-scream in what looked like a complete meltdown. Into a burner phone, Jackie was caught whispering harshly about someone who needed to stay quiet. Yes, an actual burner phone. In the clip, she is seen pacing, visibly agitated, then suddenly smashing the phone before storming off screen. If guilt had a visual, that would be it. The internet exploded. Reddit spiraled into a frenzy of theory threads, while self-made Twitter, sleuths began piecing together Jackie's timeline like it was part of some high-stakes docuseries. One fan-favorite theory pointed out that her nonprofit had mysteriously avoided paying taxes for 3 consecutive years. Another internet user noticed a strange pattern. Multiple stylists, former partners, and even a distant cousin had all vanished from her life. Some reportedly fled to Canada and never came back. These were not strangers. Jackie once held them close. Now, they are part of her past, wrapped in silence. But then came the curveball no one had on their radar. Jackie's daughter, Takari Lee, who has had a long tangled history with her mother, shook the internet with one cryptic post. She shared a blurry image of what looked like legal paperwork on her story, paired with a chilling message. "I tried to warn you all." The last part? Underlined and loaded with years of unspoken truth. Real life often delivers twists far stranger than fiction. In the case of Jackie Christie, fans speculated whether Takari had finally blown the whistle on her mother's alleged schemes. Was she the informant tipping off investigators, or was it just another episode in their public feud? Prosecutors claimed they had over 300 pages of evidence, bank statements, wire transfers, and recorded calls, tying Jackie to a sprawling financial operation across 3 countries in 2 decades. Jackie's fame was reportedly used as both a shield and a weapon, allowing her to silence castmates and cover up shady dealings. As the courtroom drama intensified, Jackie arrived in black, surrounded by lawyers, looking more like a soap opera, villain than a defendant. The prosecution painted her as the mastermind behind a fake empire built on manipulation and lies. They accused her of using her celebrity to fund a lifestyle only possible through theft, silencing victims, and intimidating witnesses. Then, just when it seemed like the case couldn't get any more dramatic, a surprise witness appeared. A former close friend who claimed Jackie had confessed her schemes over wine, calling it her insurance policy in case Hollywood ever turned on her. Now let us talk about the juicy part, those receipts. The leaks did not drip, they poured. Not long after the surprise witness gave her testimony, an anonymous source dropped a Google Drive link named Jackie's Folder, The Truth. Look, we are not saying we clicked it, but if someone did, just hypothetically, they might have seen voice memos, banking screenshots, Swiss flight tickets, and a note allegedly from Jackie herself, telling her assistant to destroy everything. Before the auditors arrived, "You could not invent this kind of chaos if you tried. Let us break it all down." First up, those audio files. Crackly, muffled, but chilling. Jackie is allegedly heard telling her trusted circle how to shift money before a freeze hit, how she planned to reroute donations straight into her personal accounts, and that Doug was fully in the loop. In one eerie clip, she warns, "If this gets out, I am finished. We are all finished. You guessed it. The leak was real." Then came the bombshell: bank records. Some accounts carried Jackie's full name, while others were tied to aliases now widely believed to be identities she had used for years. The trail included wire transfers to offshore banks. One name, J.L. Edwards, kept popping up. Fans did some deep digging and discovered that this alias had registered an LLC in the Bahamas, connected to a shell organization linked to Jackie's old youth empowerment charity, but under a totally different name. And just when you thought her tangled web could not get stickier, it did. Remember that high-profile fundraiser she held, complete with auctions, community leaders, and motivational speakers? Yeah, turns out none of it was real. An anonymous caterer from that very night spilled the truth in a now-vanished Instagram story. The panelists were hired actors. The money raised never touched a child's hand, and the whole event was staged. "I saw her walk into a back room, lock the door, and scoop up the donations," the caterer claimed. Now let us talk about Mr. Loyal himself, Doug. More surveillance footage surfaced, this time from an airport camera. It showed Jackie and Doug in a tense moment before stepping onto a private jet just weeks ahead of her indictment. A former employee of their accountant stepped forward, revealing Doug allegedly moved cash using his own consulting firm. One anonymous forum post dropped a bombshell. He wasn't just an innocent husband. Doug knew everything. He even helped with the paperwork. Among the most bizarre revelations, Jackie allegedly owned a private storage unit under the alias Christina J. Douglas, which supposedly contained 2 laptops, burner phones, shredded documents, and stacks of cash. How do we know all of this? Well, 3 days before the trial kicked off, the unit was raided. And who leaked the tip-off that led to the search? Fans believe it came from none other than Jackie's own daughter, Takari Lee. Let's circle back to Takari for a moment. She went completely rogue. She went live on Instagram for 12 intense minutes. No makeup, no filters, just raw emotion as tears streamed down her face. "You all thought I was the crazy one," Takari said, her voice breaking. "But my mom's been hiding this side for years. I've seen the lies, the manipulation, the fake charity work." Then she pulled out a USB stick declaring, "They're going to hear the truth, whether she likes it or not." Shortly after, her account vanished from the internet. Some say it was deleted. Others believe Jackie's legal team had it taken down. Regardless of how it went down, Takari's move only intensified the already raging fire. Fans weren't just watching anymore, they were fully engaged. Instagram became a hub of opinions and outrage. One commenter wrote, "Jackie always gave off villain energy. I knew something shady was going on." Another replied, "She was out here quoting Bible verses while embezzling in heels. Famous." Even celebrities jumped in on the action. Tammy Roman tweeted, "I've been watching that energy. You know. Malaysia Pargo posted a mysterious photo of herself sipping tea, captioned, "Karma knows your address." And in the E's most dramatic twist, Shawnee O'Neal liked a comment saying, "Jackie is finally getting what she deserves." The streets had no more time for politeness. Podcasts scrambled to release emergency episodes, while YouTubers launched 10-part breakdowns. Reddit was flooded with timelines, flowcharts, and theories. One claiming Jackie was part of an underground celebrity scam syndicate led by a secret Hollywood mogul. Sure, that might be a bit far-fetched, but given the internet's imagination, it's not entirely impossible. As the trial raged on, the courtroom drama grew even more intense. New revelations kept flooding in. One came from a former producer of Basketball Wives, who claimed Jackie once pressured the editing team to remove certain scenes where she was discussing nonprofit funds. In exchange, she promised them a small bonus and a private favor if they complied. While the request was reportedly declined, that little moment could come back to haunt her. And let's not forget the leaked emails. In one of them, Jackie allegedly told a business associate, "Let's keep this one off the books," followed by a negative comment. "The less paper, the better. You know how these bloggers are." And of course, bloggers picked up on it fast and ran with it like wildfire. Now the backlash wasn't just happening online, it was financial. Several brands that had previously worked with Jackie began to distance themselves. One high-end hair brand made it clear, "We no longer have ties to Miss Christie." Even more mysterious, her Jackie Christie collection website vanished overnight. And to top it all off, Doug's former NBA team issued a statement distancing themselves from any claims that could damage their reputation. While the fall from grace continued with a domino effect, this is where things truly took a darker turn. Let's refer to her as Crystal. One of Jackie's former close associates leaked a document suggesting Jackie maintained a literal list of people who knew too much, individuals she intended to silence, bribe, or sever ties with. The paper allegedly contained cryptic codes, like VP, for those who required immediate action to either protect them or ensure their silence, along with details of payout sums. If this is accurate, it would confirm what many had suspected. This was no careless scam. It was a well-organized operation. The public's response has shifted from mere shock to a sense of betrayal. Jackie Christie wasn't just a TV villain. To many, she was a mother figure, a resourceful hustler, an icon who made it all happen. Now, however, she has become nothing more than the latest face in a scandal too bizarre to accept. The courtroom tension reaches its peak as Part 2 comes to a close. Tomorrow's testimony will feature an FBI digital forensic expert, a celebrity accountant, and possibly a secret audio tape that might reveal Jackie's potential escape from serving jail time. What's on that tape? Who's about to betray Jackie next? And will Doug Christie finally speak up? All of this and more will unfold in Part 3. The plot continues to thicken as Jackie Christie becomes deeper entangled in a web of trouble. Each revelation seems to tighten the pressure, and although the ship may be a luxury yacht, the passengers, famous celebrities, financial backers, and possibly even politicians, are all going down with it. It's like watching a sinking ship pull everyone under slowly. We're heading into uncharted waters, and this story is far from over. Brace yourselves, because the wave of consequences has only just begun. What we're witnessing now is just the first wave of what experts are calling a domino effect, and as the trial progresses, expect the ripple effects to intensify. Now, let's break it down. The courtroom drama has reached its peak. Jackie's defense team is scrambling to explain away the leaked emails, voice recordings, and bank transfers. But let's not be fooled. This isn't just another procedural case. It's personal. The stakes are high. Several sources close to the investigation say Jackie's team is negotiating for a lighter sentence, possibly by pleading guilty to lesser charges and portraying her as a small player in a much larger operation. They are trying to shift the narrative. In an attempt to play the role of whistleblower, Jackie's legal team has tried to spin the narrative. However, the FBI's digital forensics team has already debunked this claim. Jackie wasn't just a small part of the operation. She was the mastermind, the player, and the enforcer. The evidence against her is irrefutable. And now, let's talk about the potential consequences. If convicted on all charges, Jackie could be facing up to 25 years in federal prison. Experts in the legal field aren't mincing words. This could mean 25 years of time behind bars. The charges stacked against her include fraud, embezzlement, money laundering, and conspiracy. It's a serious list. However, the court of public's opinion is another matter entirely. And hold on, Jackie isn't the only one under scrutiny. Rumors have begun swirling about her longtime husband, Doug Christie, potentially facing charges of his own. Doug's name has surfaced too often in the investigation, and the evidence continues to pile up. From his alleged involvement in fraudulent charity schemes to leaked messages about covering up tracks, to strange payments linked directly to their shared finances. Some are even speculating that Jackie might turn on him to save herself. This is no fairy tale we're talking about. If Doug thought Jackie's charm would protect him, he's gravely mistaken. Real life isn't a storybook, and people tend to flip when the pressure gets too high. Will Doug stand by his wife and face the consequences together, or will he turn against her to save his own skin? Public opinion is still unclear, but wild speculation is rampant. The pressure isn't only on the courts. Jackie's fan base is quickly disappearing. The online world is not holding back, and the reactions are louder than ever. This scandal has gone viral, dominating media outlets and sparking a frenzy. Talk shows are dedicating entire episodes to dissecting the drama, and podcasts, radio, stations, and YouTube channels are all in on the action. Jackie's public image is shattered beyond repair. Once a reputation like this is destroyed, it's nearly impossible to rebuild. Still, some of her most loyal followers are defending her with the same tired excuses. They claim she's being framed, it's all part of a conspiracy, or that it's just a misunderstanding. Yes, indeed. When the villain falls, everyone loves to step into the hero's shoes. But here's the reality check. The evidence is there, and it can't be ignored. Jackie's career is forever changed as the scandal continues to spread. Her clothing line is dead, her empowerment programs have disappeared, and brands are already scrubbing her name from their websites. No matter how many uplifting quotes a fraudster posts on social media, no one wants to be associated with a liar. Doug's career is collapsing right alongside Jackie's. Although he's stayed mostly quiet in the media, rumors are swirling that the NBA team he once played for is cutting ties with him too. "We want nothing to do with this," a source from the league stated. Ouch. It's bad for business. Jackie is in for a harsh reality if she thought her celebrity status could shield her from the truth. It's game over when the public stops believing in you. Judging by the latest tweets, Instagram posts, and viral memes, people are already walking away. But wait, the scheme thickens even further, my friend. This isn't just about charity fraud and money laundering. Oh no, Jackie. Christie's questionable past stretches much farther than we ever imagined. a former colleague from Jackie's early career in entertainment has stepped forward with shocking revelations. Remember how Jackie portrayed herself as the perfect wife on a reality TV show? Well, this colleague claims Jackie's life was far from perfect. In reality, it was a chaotic, manipulative nightmare. She was obsessed with her image, controlling and calculating. The colleague shared, "The Jackie you saw on TV was nothing like the real Jackie." This new perspective paints Jackie as a far more strategic and cold-hearted individual than we ever thought. She wasn't just bad with money. She was methodically influencing everyone around her, using her image, her platform, and her clout to manipulate others. It wasn't just about her supporters. She even convinced people to believe in a completely fabricated persona. So what happens next? While the legal battle is still ongoing, the effects of all this are already impossible to ignore. If Jackie is sentenced, she will most likely find herself in a high-security federal facility. The real question now is whether she will ever manage to rebuild her life and whether Doug Christie will remain by her side through the aftermath or if he will jump ship to save himself. The scandal is far from over, and the consequences are bound to intensify. Jackie Christie remains in the hot seat, her empire crumbling around her, and all we can do is watch, wondering what more will be uncovered as the courtroom drama continues. Stay tuned because the truth is only beginning to unfold. And remember, if you want to stay updated on the latest developments in this crisis, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments below. So, what do you think? Is there another twist in this story? Or will Jackie Christie be remembered as one of the biggest hoaxes in celebrity history? Share your thoughts with us. Don't want to miss the next big reveal? After hearing the shocking details of Jackie Christie's fall from grace, one can only wonder what will happen next. Will Jackie face the full consequences of her actions, or is there another unexpected twist ahead? And what about Doug Christie? Will he be the next to fall, or will he stand by her side? The drama is only heating up. The public is divided, and you won't want to miss where this narrative goes. So, what do you believe? Is Jackie's comeback going to be a dramatic one, or is this the final curtain for her career and reputation? And regarding Doug, will he try to distance himself from the mess, or will he get caught in the crossfire? Comment below and share your thoughts. In your opinion, is this the end for Jackie Christie, or will unexpected events come into play? Join the conversation, and remember to like this video if you want further updates on the ongoing scandal. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, because the twists are far from over, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Since we're just getting started, don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay alerted. Keep your eyes on this space for the next explosive update on Jackie Christie and other shocking events that you won't find anywhere else. Remember, this is only the beginning. Join us, and we'll bring you the truth as it unfolds. Stay sharp, stay informed, and always question everything. Watch until next time.